and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today I thought I would share with you some ideas of card layouts and how you can build different cards using just a few elements from one stamp set. Excuse me. So the stamp set we're using today is Floral Essence. I absolutely love this because it has the most beautiful floral images. There's a lovely flower with a coordinating punch, and you can punch out three-dimensional flowers. I showed you one of those a few weeks ago where we built 3 different types of flowers with them. So a very versatile set. And what I've done with it, I've done some preparation, but just taking a card blank, so piece of cardstock, whatever your sizes are, so that you just do your basic card mount, and I'm putting a piece of white on it. Then I've just taken 2 pieces. Now these pieces measure I'll get my trimmer out so you can actually see the measurements. The cardstock measures 2.5 inches by 4 inches, and your mat in the white is 1/4 inch smaller, so that is 2.25 by 3.75 inches. Now if you make some of these little mats, they fit perfectly within the center. So if we put this down here, you have got the base of the card put in nicely like that. I'm only lining it up at the moment to just show you. Now with this, the Floral Essence, what I've done is I stamped out 3 of the larger flowers. Now these are in Melon Mambo with a black center because the black really makes them pop. And then all I did was take a pair of scissors and fussy cut them out. They're relatively easy to cut out. They're not a difficult shape. Then I've taken 4 of the smaller flowers. These are in a Blushing Bride with Smoky Slate in the middle. So we've got 4 of those. Then I took 2 of the larger sort of outline ones. They were done in Smoky Slate with a Smoky Slate center. And then I've just done a couple of the leaves. So I thought I would show you how you can get, and just a little sentiment as well, from the same set with friendly thoughts and best wishes today and every day. So if we take, for example, we need to do what they call the power of 3. So if we have the 2 flowers at the top, we can put one of the smaller flowers down at the bottom. And then we can put a leaf on one side and then a leaf on the other side. So I've just made them a little bit bigger so I can just tuck them in. Okay, if we put the sentiment down at the bottom like this, which just fits in on there, you have a very sort of classic looking card, and that would work perfectly. So that's one design. You could take the opposite way round. So we could take one of the, I should have stuck these down, but I'm only showing them as examples. You could take one of the large flowers and then 2 of the smaller flowers. Again, sort of tuck them in and you'd put them up with dimensionals, but that gives you the space on there. In fact, I'd probably do it the other way round. Let's do it the other way round. So you've got these tucked up on top. Then we can take the leaves on these and we could tuck the leaves coming down in through on the bottom like this, so that they are, let's put those in first. So you'd have the leaves coming down like that. And then you can put this one down at the bottom again on here, or you could take it completely out and put it on the bottom piece on there. I think it would probably always look better on here because I've cut it to that size. Okay, so that's another design which again looks really nice. Okay, then we can take those out and we can take these larger ones and we can put, you could put just one large one in the center and finish the center off with one of the faceted gems would look quite nice. So just a faceted gem straight in the center, and that again will give you another style of card. Doing the smoky slate gives you a lot of options. I would just keep it toned like that. Very simple, very classic, but looks very pretty. Now, if we add another one in, put them down on an angle like that. Again, you can have that. Now, I know it's only 2, but you've got the sentiment, which makes the 3. And as long as you've got the balance running through, that will look perfect as well. Okay, you can take one of these. Let's put that sort of up on here. And let's take one of those. And let's take one of those. So we've got 3 in like that. I would add the leaves now because you've got the different colours, and you could put the leaf in on the top, and then we could put the other leaf in on the bottom down like this. So this is how I play around with card ideas when I'm planning them, so I can see different looks. If I'm doing a set of cards, this is the way I would plan it. So again, that looks really nice. You've got the balance of the 3, you've got the 2 leaves in on there. So what else can we do? Let's just take, let's put this just back on here so it's a little bit more balanced so it's easier to see. But as I say, once you've cut those mats in with your sentiment, you then have quite a lot to work with. So we could take just 3 of these and just put those in the center like that. Okay, again, I would probably add the leaf because it just needs a little something in there. But just by putting the leaves, what have I done with the other one? Oh, there it is, tucked in underneath. So put a leaf in on that direction and tucked in on there. And again, you've got another feel of card. It's quite nice just to do it with the subtle Blushing Bride. And you've got a contrasted colour at the back, but it complements itself beautifully. Okay, so can we get a third one on here? Yes, I think we probably can. So the other way that we could do it is to take them down on a diagonal like this. So you can put the 3 of them running down the side with the sentiment still at the bottom. And again, you can run a leaf to balance it through the center on one side and again through on the other. So you've got those 3 coming through. You could take just that one on its own, and you can put the leaves just down in the bottom as if they're coming through. So you've got that at the top. You can take, if you take the leaves just coming through at the bottom, you can take this flower and put that one in the top like that, and you've got that image as well. So there's lots and lots of different ideas and different ways of building up. And what I tend to do is, as I've said to you, in the evening I will cut out, and I tend to do things that are colours that will go reasonably well together. So for example, this Melon Mambo goes quite nicely with the Blushing Bride because it's a little bit of a contrast, but it's not too much. And then putting Smoky Slate with it, it just detracts. If I'd put this in black, it would have stood out too much. So the Smoky Slate makes it more of a background. So as I say, it gives you different ideas to play around with. And you can then sort of stop at the ones that you like or turn around and go, actually, I'm going to do some different ones. So just some ideas on here. to see how you can build up different cards using this one stamp set, which is the Floral Essence. And all we've used on this one is the 3 flowers and the leaf, and then the centre for the 2 different flowers. We haven't used this one at all. We haven't used the leaf one. There are so many different options that you can use with this. And as I say, it is a beautiful stamp set and I highly recommend getting it. So these were just some ideas with you of how I go about planning and looking at a card and building up different ideas and colours. So I hope you enjoyed that and found it useful, and do look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye.